Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Iowa State's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and get...
Turning it on! Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's Townsend. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Fires to the big fella. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shoot.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The give to the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Townsend. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. 1st drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have its 1st possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Martinez. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Broncos will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Townsend. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Martinez on the carry. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. Made a defender miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but it's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Townsend. Finds the tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on second down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. In the red area, it's Martinez. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. The AT unit on the field.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators.
Breaks away on the left. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This offense has to be feeling it at 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They've got the screen set up. To the 15. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical, and they've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, 3rd down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge 3rd down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, try to make this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Scanning the field, it's Townsend. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Martinez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick completion on the out route. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Broncos in the hurry up. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Got it in the middle. It's Martinez. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't connect on his first throw.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Townsend. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send up that offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Wilkins. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Jukes his way for more. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
He's got it on the move. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shot.
Oh, he's got some space. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A stop and cold maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Townsend. He's got his man across the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the
touchdown Cyclones! And that one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the draw. got the first down, looking for more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic. finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense, and the offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touch!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Zings it complete to the right. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Townsend. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Broncos are on the move. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He might want another play. Try to get it to the edge. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to scramble. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Townsend. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Give to the running back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Iowa State.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
On the field goal.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Wilkins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, a last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career.